WGNS Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game. The game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1947, WGNS has been proud to bring you coverage of Rutherford County high school sports.
Lady Bulldogs are state champions in 2013.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships, and listen to this crowd.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports.
In double overtime, in a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back. We may never see this again. What a game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball. What an inning. He struck out the side. Can you believe that?
TAB Award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball, and they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their 7th state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening from Riverdale High School. That's right, we're back tonight for another edition of baseball here, high school baseball. It's at Riverdale tonight, and we're going to have the game between the Rockvale Rockets and the Riverdale Warriors, and some meaningful games coming up here. These are district games right here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett on the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And it's a beautiful night for baseball, even better than last night. I didn't think anything could beat last night, but it is beautiful tonight. Brian will be joining me, and we'll take a timeout and come back with the County Roundup.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law office of John Day, continue. Now it's time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. At Rick's Barbecue, quality comes first, serving up fresh, never frozen meats, slow smoked the old-fashioned way over real hickory wood. Whether it's pork, chicken, beef, you'll taste the difference in every bite. Don't forget to try fan favorites like wings, slaw dogs, and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to your plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to serve up a meal you won't forget. Stop by today on Warrior Drive, just off South Church Street, and taste the tradition. I teased earlier in the broadcast that these games are very meaningful now, and especially for Riverdale.
Yeah, right now Riverdale has a 1-game lead for second place right now, with Blackman and Oakland both 4 games back. They've still got 2 games in that series, and Rockvale is 6.5 back. But you got to keep pace here with Siegel, and if you're the Riverdale Warriors, and then see what happens next week. Blackman plays Siegel next week. Oakland is playing Riverdale next week. So you want the highest seed you can. If you win, you're the number 1 seed. Not only that, but you get that automatic bid to the region. So there's a lot to play for in winning a region championship.
Those first 3 or 4 teams, Brian, have a chance, really.
Yeah.
If they could sweep, they could put a lot of people in contention, really. I mean, at this point.
And, Siegel's not playing. They've only got 1 series left, so Blackman-Siegel's going to be important. One of the strategies is if Blackman wins 2 out of 3 against Siegel and Riverdale continues to win out, they could certainly have a shot at a district championship.
Well, what else do we have on the slate tonight?
Well, several games.
Tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. In a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Choosing the right insurance can be overwhelming. That's where Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance comes in. At Rayburn, we're not just about policies, we're about people. Rick Hall will take the time to understand your needs and find the best coverage at the best price. We've been serving our community since 1973. So why not let Rick Hall take the stress out of insurance? Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency, where you're more than just a policy number. You're our neighbors.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And here are your starting lineups for Rockvale tonight, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. For the Rockets, Ty Newton will lead it off and play shortstop. Sam Harding will be at second base, batting second. Batting third and playing third base will be Sam Jones. Jacob Fowler will be at first base, batting cleanup. Riley Fowler will be the designated hitter tonight and bat fifth. Nick Grissoff will do the catching and bat sixth. Tylen Green in left field will bat seventh. Owen Guidry in center field will hit eighth. And batting ninth, Elijah Littleton, he'll play right field. And Levi Vivret will be the pitcher on the mound for Rockvale tonight. So it's Newton, Harding, Jones, Fowler, Grissoff, Green, Guidry, and Littleton, and Vivret on the mound. For Riverdale, Bryce Messer will lead it off and play second base. Liam Goodhart will be at first, batting second. Gunnar Waldrop will do the catching and bat third. Noah George will be at shortstop, batting cleanup. Jesus Gonzalez will be in right field, batting fifth. Davis Wilson will be at third base and hit sixth. Jay Insani will be in left field, hitting seventh. James Jones will be in center field and bat eighth. And batting ninth and being the designated hitter tonight is Blake Pollard. Gavin Green on the mound. So it's Messer, Goodhart, Waldrop, George, Gonzalez, and Wilson, Insani, Jones, and Pollard, and Green on the mound. And I'm shocked I got those in.
Wow.
Those starting lineups brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Gavin Green on the mound, the right-hander for Riverdale. We saw him last week, and he really pitched well. And wound up, it was a close game, and they had to come from that. That's the extra inning affair, I think. Was it not? I believe it was, yes.
I think that's right.
Yeah. And here's Ty Newton. We're getting ready to step in. Rockvale 8-15, 2-8 in the district. And here to take you the first four is Brian.
All right, John. It is Mr. Newton striding to the plate last night. He was 1 for 4. He had one of their 5 hits in last night's contest. And Green's pitch on the way is in for a strike, and we are underway. 5:56. A little 4 minutes early here tonight for us. Second pitch swung on and lined right past the second baseman. And on the second pitch, it is a solid single. So the no-hitter is gone, I guess we could say.
Number 13, Sam Harding.
Well, following up Patrick Freeman's no-hitter for Oakland last night, an 8-inning no-hitter. I must apologize. I may have had a little bleed-through on our papers tonight.
I think it's all good.
It's not on one of mine, but it's okay. I covered it.
I figured out a problem that we might have here, John.
Why?
Because you've got a white over an orange. I mean, a white over a yellow. Here's a swing and a foul ball right side. I'm afraid when the white's over the yellow, it's going to also come through.
That's true. Well, let's switch right now.
Might as well.
Let's just do it. I'll keep my yellow ones.
I don't mind using the yellow.
Okay, that's all right. Not tonight. You'd be upset. You'd be very upset. Don't want to get you upset.
Not me.
Well, we tried.
It was a good thought,
Experimental.
Wasn't it? 0-1, right up the middle. It's going to be flipped from the second baseman to second, and now the throw to first. They're going to turn the 6-4-3 double play. I guess that would have really been 4-6-3 on the DP.
Well, I'm already messed up because you used colors on the single, and it's just tore me up.
Well, you wrote the S in the wrong spot.
It's too many. No, I didn't. It's perfect.
I said for me, and it's not red.
And
2 away.
I don't like to use 100 pens and pencils. Is that a colored pencil you have?
It is.
Okay.
Sam Jones. You can erase if you want.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's up there now.
Pitch high outside. It's 1-1 strike the count to Sam Jones.
But I keep a running total, so it doesn't matter.
Despite the hit, 2 away. Another one right back at Messer. Takes his time, throws it over to Goodhart at first, and it turns out, despite the single, to be an easy inning. Ground out to the second baseman. Messer ends the Riverdale first. No runs. There was a hit, but the double play erased him, and nobody on base. Moving to the bottom of the first. No score here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Sir Pizza.
You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by TOA, Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. They've provided local prep and MTSU athletes with expert orthopedic coverage for decades. TOA, live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com. On the mound for Rockvale is Vivret, and that's Levi Vivret. He's a right-hander, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sure it'll get up here if we're not in just a few minutes. But he's a right-hander. And let me give you the defense here for Rockvale. Grissoff is doing the catching. Harding at second, Newton at first, Jones over at third, Green, Guidry, and Littleton in the outfield. And the first baseman for Rockvale is Fowler.
Well, a few more warm-ups here by
Leading off the Warriors, single baseman number 1, Bryce Messer.
Bryce Messer is going to lead it off. Messer, by the way, was 2 for 3 last night. He is batting .304, 9 RBIs, and no home runs yet on the season. And here's the first pitch up there. It's going to be low but get by. So Grissoff catching Viverett. Second pitch sails low. It's 2-0. This is game 2 of the 3-game series. District 8-4A plays 3-game district series right in a row. Hard hit down to Harding. Comes up with it. Has to go out to the outfield grass. Flips it up to
First baseman, number 10, Liam Goodhart.
Fowler. Is that Fowler? No. Yes, Jacob Fowler. There are 2 Fowlers. Let's see, Jacob is the first baseman and Riley is DHing right behind him. So the batter, Liam Goodhart now, watches this one sail outside. Sun-drenched afternoon. The pitch outside. 69 degrees and a few wispy cirrus clouds out there.
I think 80s tomorrow, isn't it?
I think that's right. 2-0 is going to be fouled off. Next week, we're going to cool off just a little bit, I think, again, and then, no, I think once we get into the 80s, it's going to stay in the 80s, if I remember the forecast. Despite some rain, it looks like a rainy end of the weekend, and especially Monday and Tuesday. Low for a ball, 3-1.
Danielle says 15% marginal risk.
Well, she likes to scare people. 3 balls, 1 strike. Got it across on the outer half. I think it's going to stay north of us on Sunday.
I think you're right.
Easter's going to be a pretty good day. Full count, and this is going to be fouled off and out of play.
Well, if anybody knows, it's you.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I abide by it. Whatever you say, I just.
It was a very nice week in terms of not having any severe weather this week, but end of April, warming up, going to change a little bit. Swung on. Fly ball, center field, and a diving catch. No, he dropped it out there. Guidry did. What an effort by Guidry. Went to the turf, lost his hat, shaking it off out there as well with the hand, but just a smidge behind it. And Riverdale's got their first base runner of the game. Single by Goodhart. Pretty good battle there. And now Gunnar Waldrop, your batter. Goodhart takes a smidge of a lead over there at first. The pitch. Sails low. Well, so far, Levi Viverett has been behind every batter so far. No score here in this one, just underway. Swung on, high fly ball, but it's going to be hooking foul and off of the Riverdale practice facility roof over there. John, it's what we've been here 3 times this season, and every time you come back, you see more and more work on their additions.
They're constantly doing something out here.
Yeah,
for sure.
1-1, runner going, and there's going to be a throw down to second, and he gets in under the tag, so Goodhart is in with a stolen base.
Very fan-friendly.
Well, and the addition that they're building here at Riverdale and at Oakland, they're making good progress. Still going to be after the school year starts before they get in it next year, though, I think. 2-1.
I really like that entrance in the middle. I don't know what they're planning on doing with that. It's almost like a courtyard kind of thing, but I saw a car go through there tonight.
Yeah, that's what connects the old building to the annex. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be at both campuses, so you'll be able to drive really through the building, honestly. while the students are all enclosed. When I was at Oakland, I was there. My freshman year was the second year the annex was open.
You've been there that long?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
That was 90. Strike called on the outer half. Yeah, 1990.
Quite
91.
a walk, wasn't it?
It was, and as a freshman.
As a freshman, had to have it, didn't they?
Yeah, it was called the freshman annex at the time. I'm sure it's not the same now. So you were main building, back and forth. They had a lunchroom there. I guess they still do. Full count, and a high fly ball right field, and it's going to be caught out there by Littleton, and he gets it in. Going to hold Goodhart down at second. So a long, noisy fly ball out to right. Puts 2 away on the board. Noah George, your batter. Noah batting .277 with a home run. He has driven in 21.
Had the big RBI the other night in that game we broadcast.
He was 0 for 3 last night, so maybe he's due here. First pitch to him. Sends this one into deep left field, very deep left field, and it's going to be foul about 10 feet from the wall out there. It's 320 down the left field side and 330 right field side. Center field right at 360. Nothing in one. Peek back at second. Goodhart has a pretty decent lead down there, and the ball gets away, and he's going to easily just trot down to third. So the wild pitch advances him. A stolen base and a wild pitch, and you've got the runner 90 feet away. John, interestingly enough, I had the likes of Bruce Hicklin my freshman year. Science, we did like 6 weeks or 9 weeks in different classrooms. This one's low. My last spring semester of freshman science was Mac Hawks in that building. Randy King was in that building. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The annex?
High. Yeah.
Wasn't Kevin Woodson in that building too?
May have been. I didn't know Kevin.
I think later on he was.
I think he taught math.
Kevin?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
3-1 pitch upstairs. He didn't go, and it's going to be a walk with 2 outs. The inning continues here. First walk of the game. Just always remember Randy's hand from the overhead projector was whatever, because he used different colors, you know, red, green, and black, and purple. The batter here is Jesus Gonzalez. Takes this pitch outside. Good stop by Grissoff. Gonzalez batting .321 with 19 driven in and a home run. He was King, 1 for 2 last night with an RBI.
Randy King, a kind man.
Very much
and
so.
And really kind of shy. He's not.
Yeah. Fouled at the plate.
I don't think he ever liked to do radio a whole lot.
No.
You know, it's not because he didn't like somebody. He just didn't feel comfortable.
It's been several months ago now. I can't even remember why I called him, but it was about someone's passing, I think, and had a nice conversation with Randy. His grandson, of course, pitcher at MTCS. 1-1 right up the middle. Softly hit. Takes a minute to get to Newton. He throws across over to first to Fowler, and that is going to end the inning on the ground out to short. Riverdale, no runs. They had a hit, they had a walk, and they strand 2. We've completed an inning. It's Rockvale and Riverdale knotted up 0-0. State Farm, Prep Baseball.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, located at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700.
Well, Braves played a day game today. This pitch is outside to Jacob Fowler, the first baseman. They fall to the Blue Jays 3-1. They're off tomorrow. Pitch high and outside. 2-0 from Green. Tomorrow we've got Middle Tennessee baseball. Thursday, why? I'll tell you, after this pitch, which is swung on, hit well right side. It's going to be in foul territory, and it's going to be gobbled up over there by Goodhart.
Nice play into the sun. Very nice.
Yes, we're 14.
With it being Easter weekend, they always do this. Easter weekend, they play their closest conference opponent, and they play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday's still an early game. That way you can get home and have Easter dinner. Taking a strike is Riley Fowler, the DH. Riley 0 for 3 last night. I'm sorry, 1 for 3 last night, had a hit. Pitch in for a strike on the inner half this time. That one about 73, took a little something off. Sun is really tough if you're playing the right side here today. Looking right into the sun for a bit. 0-2, nubbed it foul down the right field side. Man, this is a happening place up here, isn't it? I mean, there's people all over the place. Right back up the middle.
I'm going to snatch that food he's got in that bowl right there.
And Messer, the throw over to Goodhart. So 2 away now with that ground out to second by Riley Fowler.
I wonder, do you have to have a press pass or just no Limbaugh pass?
No, you have to have a French fry pass.
French fry pass.
Yes, yeah. Nick Grissoff.
Yeah. Nick Grissoff will be your batter here for Rockvale. Top of the second.
Let it go.
A little frozen. Wow.
Well, Grissoff.
Oh. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen Frozen. Strike on the outer half, a little delayed call. Actually, I was corrected by Dalton about that on the morning show, like many other things. He said I have seen it, but I don't remember it. The pitch on the way. Same spot, but a little high, I guess. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to the catcher, Nick Grissoff, for the Rockvale Rockets. Pitch. High chopper. Wilson on the run. Throws it to first. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, and down go the Rockvale Rockets here in the top of the second. We move to the bottom of the second. No score between Rockvale and Riverdale. District 8 4A foes on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door and hope you find the customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Las Casas Feed Supply caters to all homeowners with a 1/4 acre to several acres, focusing on premium feeds and dog foods you won't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
And yes, you can even get milk from the MTSU dairy at Las Casas Feed Supply, the best milk in town. Las Casas Feed on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We're brought to you tonight by our friends at Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Cal Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. You talk about a growth area right there. There are all kinds of industries over there now.
You're not kidding. In
fact, I don't know if I could even find Bowen's Body Shop.
Kind of right there in the curve.
Number 13, Davis.
You'll be going by to visit him in a little bit.
Yeah.
You make a yearly visit to him.
At least.
If I ever have a ding or a dent, I'm going to take it to him.
You got that right. They do really good work. High demand. No score in the Oakland-Blackman game either. That's the only one I can see on Game Changer here, so we'll give you scores on that. Bottom of the second, and the batter. First pitch swung on by Davis Wilson. And it's going to pop foul down there on the third base side. It's Wilson, Insani, and Jones for Riverdale. Davis Wilson last night was 1 for 2. Batting .324 with a home run and 18 driven in this season. Since this one right side now, and it's foul. Nice retrieval by the Wonder Twins. So 0-2 to Wilson. The Viverett pitch is on the way. Fouled right there at the plate. Just got the smallest possible piece of it there.
Might have hit the umpire a little bit there too, I think, or the catcher won.
Yeah. A little extra time. Make sure everybody's in good shape. Viverett's ready though. Pitch swung on. High, fly ball. Pretty shallow, and it's going to drop right in front of Green. It's going to be a two-baser right there. Nice running.
That just kept floating away from Green out there in left field. Stand-up double, good start for Davis Wilson.
Green had trouble with the sun with that one for sure. Kind of misjudged where it was, and
comes off a bat of a left-handed batter a little differently too, Brian, and it just kept veering away from him.
And it really didn't have a lot of exit velocity.
Oh no! Wow.
It's kind of took its time getting there. So a leadoff double. Insani the batter now. Swing and a miss. Offered at the first pitch. Jay hitting .235 with 12 driven in. He was 0 for 3 in yesterday's game against the Rockets over at Rockvale. Viverett checking the runner, and the pitch is in for a strike on the outside corner, about 79 miles an hour.
I found another use for our little light right here.
Going to warm up your...
keep the cheeseburger warm.
Yeah. I don't know, those are LEDs. I don't think you're going to get much warmth out of that. It's an 0-2 count. Viverett with another peek back, and the throw. It is going to be sent into left center field. Hit pretty well, but out there is Guidry to make the snag and relays it in so quick. Wilson has to stay at second.
They're getting some pretty good cuts off of Viverett.
Center number 4, James Jones.
James Jones, your batter, with one away. Jones hitting .227 with 4 driven in. No homers so far this year. He was 1 for 4 last night. Scored a run as well. This one skips in. There's going to be a throw to third by Grissoff. And in under the throw
pass ball
is Wilson. That's going to be a pass ball. So when the pitcher has trouble with it, that's your pass ball. But if it's thrown wildly and the catcher really has no chance, that's your wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. This one high for a ball as well, 2-0. There's also catcher indifference, like they're not going to make a throw, let them take the base. The 2-0 is in for a strike right down Warrior Drive. Have enough time tonight, John. I may have to run by Rick's and get me some of those chicken wings. 2-1 shows bunt, fouls it back.
Squeeze play was on. Making Rockvale defense think a little bit.
No, I went back and watched the bottom of the 8th in last night's game, and that fake bunt was really a big seller. He's swinging here. It's a high fly ball into right center, and coming over is Littleton, the right fielder. They're going to make the throw in, but it's not going to be in time to keep Wilson from scoring the first run of the game. So give Jones a sac fly and the RBI. It's 1-0.
Number 23 DH, Blake Pollard.
I always put it on the wrong team first on Big G for some reason. Popped up by Blake Pollard. It's going to be out of play. He's the DH in the 9-hole here. Blake hitting .273. He's driven in 1 run. He's played in 11 games this season. This pitch is low. Evens it up at 1-1. He played last night. He was 0 for 2. Blackman has taken an early lead. Strike on the outer half. Blackman in the bottom of the first. Got 1 run in, 2 on, with 2 away. Here's a chopper foul down the left field side. Daffy Normant is the batter over there too, by the way. 1-2. Viverett shakes off a sign from Grissoff. Now the pitch. This one well outside for a 2-2 count. Everybody sets. Viverett with the delivery. Outside again. So the count full to Blake Pollard. If he can reach, it's back to the top of the order here. There are 2 away. The pitch from Levi Viverett. Strike called on the outside corner. And that is going to be the first strikeout for Viverett. And that will end here the bottom of the second. So the Riverdale Warriors get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, walks, or hit batters, and nobody left on. Let's move to the 3rd inning. It is 1-0 Riverdale on top. State Farm Prep Sports.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
Hi, I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor. And while you've heard the saying, slow and steady wins the race, that same concept can be applied to long-term investing. Investing a little bit at a time on a regular basis can really add up. We call this systematic investing, and though it doesn't guarantee a profit or prevent a loss, it's a way to take advantage of market volatility instead of enduring it. Give me a call, Lee Colvin, at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
First pitch offered up to Tylen Green is a swinging strike. And we're underway here in the top of the third. Gavin Green back out there for the Warriors. This pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike, your count. This pitch, boy, way inside. I don't know how Green didn't tuck and run on that.
He didn't move, did he?
Sure didn't. Swung on, and Bryce Messer gathers himself there, makes the throw over to Goodhart for out number 1. Boy, Messer has been busy. That's the third out recorded, and he was involved in the double play. Actually got that double play started. Batter is Owen Guidry.
Got 4 outs from second base.
Sure has. It's going to be fouled at the plate, or tipped at the plate. So a strike, 0-1. Guidry was 1 for 3 last night. Fouls this one again at the plate. Nothing in 2. Wide open stance by him. Now comes a little more balance there. Fouls this one away. Guidry and Littleton, the next 2 batters here for Rockvale. Swing and a miss. They're going to tag him out there too, and that's the first strikeout for Mr. Green.
Rockvale, number 8, Elijah Littleton.
Very different game than we saw last night. Both pitchers, Patrick Freeman and for Oakland and Andrew Munson for Blackman, both had 15 strikeouts. In fact, Freeman had an 8-inning no-hitter. Only 3 hits given up, scattered by Munson. Just on the outer half, and Waldrop held it out there for the umpire, but he didn't bite. It's 1-0. 1-0 Riverdale if you're just tuning in on radio, streaming, or on Big G TV. Takes a strike on the outside corner to even it up. This pitch outside as well. Green trying to nibble that outside corner. Just a little outside to the left-handed batter. About the same spot there at 84 miles an hour. He works quick though. 3-1. Lost him there, so it's going to be a 2-out walk.
Shortstop, number 1, Ty Newton.
To take us to the top of the order. Newton led off the game with a single, and a pretty dangerous batter to bring up there with nobody out. Blackman up now 3-0 after finishing the first inning. Going to the second there at Blackman. Good start by the Blaze in today's contest after dropping a 1-0 extra inning affair last night. Pitch, strike called on the outside corner to Newton. That is, by the way, all the scores we give you and all the scores we've given you for probably close to 30 years on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. 0-1. Just a bit high at 85.
Let's go, Gavin. Come on.
1-0. Riverdale on top here, top of the third. This pitch going to be a little blooper into center field, and how about a 2-for-2 afternoon for Ty Newton? So 2 on now as Littleton goes to second. And Sam Harding hit into that 4-6-3 double play back in the first. Green had faced the minimum up until this inning. The pitch to Harding. Swung on, fouled away. Third base side. Long look in here by Green. He definitely slows as with runners on. This is outside with that one now. 1-1 to Mr. Harding. The pitch, fouled at the plate. And it's a 1-2 count now. Two outs. There are two on. Check of the runner now down there at second. Now the pitch sends it right through the gap between short and third. And they've got the sign going here. They're going to send him from second base. It's going to continue to roll out there. One run is in, and now two runs are in. Let's go! So Littleton comes across.
It went by the left fielder.
And Newton gets in here too.
Got an RBI out of it, but the other run going to be an E7 out there, I think. I don't know if they'll call it or not, but yep. E7 on the left fielder to allow the second run to score.
All right. So is that a single, or that's just an error?
Single.
Single.
Yeah, it was a base hit.
Okay.
Then he let it go, roll by him.
Base hit, RBI, and then the error for the second run. 2-1 now, Rockvale. The batter is Sam Jones.
He took
the 1-1 count.
Harding took second on the throw.
Gotcha. Little outside again. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. So the boys in blue have just taken their first lead in this series. Swing and a miss. And a fastball at 85 for Mr. Green.
All after 2 out.
That's true. 2 out, then a walk, a single, and a single. With the error. 1 run scores to tie it up. So 1 RBI. Here's going to be a looping foul down the third base side into the greenhouse. That Blackman that scores 4-0.
Sonny was trying to make the throw home, and he took his eye off of it a little bit, I think. That's what happened out there.
Pitch on the way. Little nubber, is it's fair? Nope, hit the line, I think. Hit the line and then bounced into foul territory. Again, that Blackman is up 4-0. And they are in the top of the second now, so they got an extra run there since the last time I reported that to you on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second. So deuces are wild here. Another foul ball. Sam Jones spoiling a lot of pitches here. Both pitchers in their 40s.
Well, they don't look 40.
Well, pitch count in the 40s. The 2-2. Ooh, man. Somebody took a lick, and I think it was the umpire.
Yep.
Sure did. Trying to shake it off. Who sings that song, Shake It Off? Two balls, 2 strikes, another 2-2 pitch. Taylor Swift sings Shake It Off.
Oh, you were really asking. I thought you were joking.
No. Ooh, right back up the middle, and Green tried to barehand it. It's going to dribble into the outfield, and this is going to get another run in. Harding coming in from second, and it's 3-1. And all of this with 2 outs.
18, Jacob Fowler.
So give Sam an RBI as well. It's been a big third inning here for the Rockvale Rockets. Jacob Fowler, the first baseman, cleanup hitter. Takes his spot there, and the right-handed batter takes a strike outside.
Green tried to get it with his bare hand. I'm sure Barry Messer was about to have a heart attack on that.
Yeah, I know. Pitch, low. Of course, his bare hand would be the one he doesn't have the glove in, and it's his throwing hand. 1-1. The pitch. High chopper right in front of the plate. Up with it is the catcher, Waldrop. Makes the throw over to first to Goodhart. And that will end the inning. But here's your recap. 3 runs scored on 3 hits. No errors. There was 1 error. There was a walk in there. And just 1 left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and the visiting team here tonight has a 3-1 lead. Rockvale over Riverdale. State Farm Prep Sports.
Raider Tees isn't just about t-shirts. We've got jackets, scarves, polos, hats, even jewelry and home decor. Everything to show off your Middle Tennessee Blue Raider pride. Whether you're headed to the game or just want to represent the Blue Raiders every day, we've got you covered. Literally. Come check out our exclusive designs and unbeatable selection at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Say hello to Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Bowen's Body Shop for bringing you State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS Radio and Big G TV. And it's a strike in there to Bryce Messer, top of the order to lead things off here in the 3rd. Riverdale down by 2 runs. This one in for a strike called. And Levi Veverett staked to a 2-run lead. Fouled here at the plate. Messer stays alive. Next week's schedule, I can't remember what I put on the schedule. I need to look at that. I think I've got it up there. This pitch sails high.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes. But now I'm thinking I don't have it on the schedule just yet. But the pitch. This one well inside. So after being in the hole 0-2 and fouling one at the plate, Messer has climbed back in it here. I don't have them on the schedule yet, but it does look like Wednesday, Thursday for us next week. Here's a 2-2. A hard liner over the head of the second baseman, Harding. And a nice battle there, and Bryce Messer comes up from an 0-2 count to get his first hit of the game.
First baseman 10, Liam Goodhart.
So Liam Goodhart, who singled, stole a base, advanced to 3rd on a wild pitch back in the 1st inning. So Riverdale has had hits in every inning here off of Levi Veverett. Runner going, and it's going to be fouled away, so he'll have to retreat.
First baseman 10, Liam Goodhart.
Bryce runs faster than his dad.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen Barry run. Except to the coffee line. Drinks more coffee at night than I've ever seen a guy do. 0-1. The pitch, a little low. Got a few shadows in the left field now, in the outfield. Right here around the plate, not at the mound yet. We're getting close. This pitch sent high and deep to left, and it is out of here. Liam Goodhart got a hold of that one for a 2-run homer. And with one crack of the bat, has tied us up here at 3-3. celebration
Number 5, Donald Walker.
at home plate. So a good start to the third here. The Warriors with 3 runs on 4 hits, same as Rockvale. Both teams have an error. High to Gunnar Waldrop. Let's see, Mr. Goodhart. Viverett's second offering is high as well.
The only question about that ball was how far it was going to go. He really smashed that one.
That is Liam's 10th homer this season. Pitch outside. And John Gunnar Waldrop follows him with 4 on the season to lead the team in homers. Fly ball right side. And Littleton going to get under it out there and record the first out.
Shortstop number 3, Noah
Well, that's
George.
always important. Everett getting that first out here. But that is just the first out, and Noah George, your batter. George walked back in the first. Quite a battle, if I remember right, with his at bat. Everett's first pitch is high. Shea Deal, the head coach at Rockvale. This pitch in for a strike, and George thought about it. He's got some old guy that has wandered around at Stewart's Creek and PCA and now at Rockvale. He was at Siegel for a while. I don't know who that guy is.
Who's that?
Just this old guy that's in the dugout with him.
Oh.
Got his name.
And he thought I would say something bad about it.
It's pitched low. It's 3-1.
Speaking of that, Mike Tobbett got his name on the Siegel Middle School ball field.
Sure
Congratulations to him. Great honor.
Oh, I know. It's Bartlett. I was trying to think of the name. High, and it's a ball.
I used to get Tobbett and Bartlett mixed up. How could I?
The right fielder, number 9.
Second walk of the game, and Noah George has both of them. Mike Tobbett was the coach through last season. I think it was 03 to 2024. I think that's right.
He was there when they opened it, I think, didn't he? Wasn't he?
Yes, yep. And John, he had a 700-plus winning percentage. Foul down the right field side. I wrote a little story about that, put it on the website. I think it was 739. It was somewhere around there. Now that's over that long of a career. That's something else. Sent a lot of good players over to Craig Revis. So one nips that outside corner.
That's a good combination because Craig was able to do a lot with those guys as well.
Speaking of somebody who's been somewhere a long time, Revis has been at Siegel since the school opened. And he's a young guy. Here's the 0-2. Swung on into center field, and it's going to take a minute to get to Guidry. So that's going to allow Noah George, who is off and running, to get all the way to third.
Third baseman, 13, Davis Wilson.
So Jesus Gonzalez with a single. It's the third hit of the inning and the 5th of the game. And that's going to bring Shea Deal out. Going to have a conversation with Levi Everett. But I don't see anyone warming up down there in the Rockvale bullpen. So
quick conversation.
Very quick, looks
The
like.
bench we have Zaxby's, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos.
David Limbaugh trying to sell some concessions here, sounds like.
Cold drinks. Or for anything candy. Or for anything else. Everything.
Now he's rambling. I don't know. He needs to take the mic away.
Oh, man, be nice. He gave me a strawberry peanut butter jelly Reese's Buttercup.
It was interesting.
It was good.
I was going to get some.
You were expecting more strawberry, more flavor.
Well, maybe a little bit. I thought I got them at the grocery. We were going to do a taste test on the Wake Up Crew. This is going to be a high pop-up by Wilson. And shortstop Ty Newton walks under that one for out number 2. But I thought they were the PB&J grape, but it turns out they were the chocolate lava.
Oh.
Have you had the chocolate lava?
Yes.
What were your thoughts?
Okay.
Yeah. A little too much chocolate for me.
Yeah.
My favorite, honestly, and it sounds gross, but it's the potato chip one.
No, it's great.
I like it better than the pretzel. Pretzel's pretty good, too. Sweet and salty go good together. Riverdale has runners at the corners. Gonzalez at first, George at third. And are they going to get him hung up here? Tried to sneak one across maybe, and they're just going to let Gonzalez take second.
Viverett did a good job there. Well, it did get to second, but that's what they were planning to try to go home with it.
Well, as soon as the throw was made to second to try to get him out,
well, he faked
George,
the throw. Yeah,
George was going to head home. Not going to matter. He's going to send this one past the shortstop's head and into the outfield. One is across and sliding in safe at home. So Riverdale gets runs number 4 and 5 across. And it's now 5-3. Jay Insani standing at first with a single.
Center fielder number 4, James Jones.
Good for him in way because he's the one that made that error down left field, and he just made up for it there.
Yep. He's going to have 2 RBIs added there to his ledger as well. Looks like we're going to have a runner at first.
Running at first base, number 16, Carter Terrio.
And so that's Terrio running, Carter Terrio. One of the seniors on this team. He was in the lineup last week, I think. I know he ran. James Jones is the 8th batter of this inning. 5 runs, now 6 hits for the Warriors. Levi Viverett been roughed up here. Throws over to first, and Terrio back easily there. Jones is waiting on the first pitch. Here it is. Just barely got a piece of that one. Kind of nubbed it back, honestly. Viverett not liking the sign from Grissoff. Now finds one he likes. Checks the runner and the pitch. Tried to blister that inside corner. Throw down to second. Going to be close. But he did get across down there, Terrio did, for a stolen base. That was probably closer than it should have been. So Riverdale with another in scoring position here. There are 2 away for Mr. Jones, who has a 1-1 count. Viverett has noticeably slowed here. That may have been part of the conversation. That one sails low from Coach Deal. Maybe just kind of calm it down, slow it down, let the game come to you. He's definitely thrown a lot of pitches this inning. 8th batter of the inning. Pitch on the way, and it's across for a strike. He's already up to 70 here in the 3rd.
I think he'd like to get him through this inning if he could.
Yeah. Last night, those 2 pitchers were in the hundreds, 110 or so in the 8th inning. Ball dropped there, and so taking 3rd is Terrio.
Right now they're kind of running at will.
Yeah. It's a full count, so you can bet Terrio will be off and running here at the crack of the bat. Not going to get that chance. This pitch goes over his head. So it's the 2nd walk of the inning.
Number 23, Blake Pollard.
We're about to be in trouble on our scorecards, aren't we? Blake Pollard, the ninth batter of the bottom of the third. 5-3 if you're just tuning in. Whether you're listening, radio, audio streaming, watching the game on Big G TV, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Swung on right to the shortstop. Newton backhands it. The throw across. Got him by about a half a step. And that will end the third inning. Well, let me give you your recap here. Going to take me a second. The Warriors score 4 runs on 4 hits. There were 2 walks and 2 left. That wasn't so bad. It's now 5-3 as the Riverdale Warriors have the lead. Back for the top of the fourth when we come back. State Farm Prep Sports.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza, pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent at Dana Womack, located at 805 South Church Street. Give her a call at 615-900-0877.
New score on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard coming up for you after this first pitch. Swung on by Riley Fowler, and it is going to be Messer making the diving catch, but not before Ricky Fowler gets to first for one pitch. And it's a leadoff hit here.
Great effort there by Messer. Just couldn't make the throw. Had nothing on the throw.
Nick Grissoff, Grisoffi, we have been told. Grisoffi. Well, Nick has grounded to third in his only at-bat today. 4-1, Blackman over Oakland, top of the third. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. So Mr. Grisoffi steps in. And the first pitch for Mr. Green is a screamer up there for a strike. Green checks the runner at first and floats this one low on the outer calf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits for the Rockvale Rockets, 6 for the Riverdale Warriors. There's another one to the shortstop, George. Throw to second, on to first. Another DP. That one was the patented 6-4-3. Second double play turned in this game by the Riverdale defense.
That was kind of in the hole, but George made the turn so quickly to second that kind of eliminated any chance of him getting on, or not completing the double play anyway.
Pretty sweet. Tylen Green, your batter for Rockvale. He led off the third. First pitch swinging and drifting back, way back, is Insani and makes a nice grab out there in left center field. Well, despite the hit in the inning, the double play erased him. No runs. There was that hit, but the double play leaves nobody on. Bottom of the fourth we go. It's Riverdale leading Rockvale 5-3. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
It's not just your home or car, I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio, WGNS and Big GTV. Brought to you by Sir Pizza, Winners Trophies, and First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. And also the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Well, Coach Shea Deal has made the Ideas Tees call to the bullpen.
Oh, let's talk about him.
And it's going to be Tave Molchan, who is the new pitcher, John.
Well, Ideas Tees is a place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. And they've moved. You can now find them at their new location at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Stop by and shop their officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Raider Tees, including tees, polos, hats, and more. Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. Visit them today and see how they can help promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Now located at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School. Learn more at ideastees.com. I'm going to try to get out there. Let it settle, let the dust settle a little.
Yeah. Well, a little longer for Molchan to warm up. He didn't get any BP, or bullpen, rather, not batting practice. Didn't get, they gave him a few extra out there. Got the first one across for a strike. Second pitch is swung on by Bryce Messer and fouled away. Messer led off last inning, so that tells you a lot about the big third inning for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's already been up 3 times. We're just in the 4th.
Got 4 runs on 4 hits in the third. The 0-2. Oh, a changeup, but it's low. Boy, that one took forever to get across. 64 on the radar gun. 1 for 2 with a run scored for Messer on the afternoon. The pitch. Another one that's low. Liam Goodhart on deck, and Liam is the young man who had the 2-run blast.
Yeah, he's pushing for player of the game right now.
Yep. Got 10 homers on the season. He's the only one in double digits. Ooh, a screaming foul ball down the first base side, rather, by Messer.
Danny Kendrick never moved. What a man. Just stoic.
And you are 100% positive
that is Danny.
Okay.
That's Wayne down there at third.
Okay. And
he's been here longer at Riverdale, Wayne.
Oh, so that's why he's
I think so, yeah. Well, I can tell he took his hat off while ago.
Oh, I see. Another changeup. Did he go? They appeal. He did not.
Got it full now.
3-2.
Chicken sandwiches.
Well, David's really pushing the chicken sandwiches. He must have some in with.
I should have ordered one. I had one last night. It was really good.
Yeah, it was.
Why didn't we?
Foul to stay alive? I don't know.
Tonight's paid attendance 542. 542.
3 balls and 2 strikes, and another 3-2 pitch on the way. And it's just low, I guess.
That was close.
So the first walk of the game by Molchan, and the 4th of the game. So your leadoff guy, Bryce Messer, has been on 2 of his 3 at-bats here. How about that?
The line on Viverett, 3 innings, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, and 3 walks.
Batter Goodhart sends this one deep left field, and it's going to go all the way up against the wall out there. Green's going to have to hustle to get it in, but that's going to be a double and an RBI for Liam Goodhart as Messer comes across for the 6th run of the game.
Like that, Vivred gave up 6 hits, excuse me. Mochan rudely greeted by Goodhart.
So a double, and now, man, what a game. Liam is 3 for 3, a single, a double, and 3 RBIs. Gunnar Waldrop has flied out to right field in both of his plate appearances. We're here in the 4th. And Molchan has been rudely greeted by the Warriors. Waldrop fouls this one back.
They're taking their hacks, too. Boy, they're coming up there swinging.
I mean, they're on the first pitch. They don't even wait to see anything about him. The pitch. Boy, that got away from him. Really high. Grisoff, good job even to get that, or Grisoffi rather. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count now. A check of the runner. And the pitch. Popped up right side. Some room? No. It's going to be in the observation deck. No, hits off right behind the observation deck on the first base side. Got one on both. Huh? The powwow. Junior powwow on this side. Okay. I can't see the names. 1-2, sails low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But if you're thinking, if you say powwow, what in the world is a powwow? Well, that's what it is. You can go stand, watch the game right above the dugouts. Pitch, low again. So a full count. And the 3rd batter here, and it's already up to 14 pitches. Tave Molchan. This one fouled at the plate. These have been really long at bats for Waldrop tonight.
Haven't been able to get an out pitch on him at all.
He's got his pink Louisville slugger. Black bat with pink. Very bright. And now off of the mound is Molchan to walk Goodhart back. And now Grisoffi going out. Whisper something in Molchan's ear. Braves fall today 3-1 at Toronto. They played, it was just after noon our time. First pitch in that one. They're off tomorrow and finally back home. The Minnesota Twins coming in this weekend. We'll have them around our MTSU coverage. And it's low. So, 2nd walk of the inning here for Molchan. So it was a walk, then a double and an RBI for Goodhart. Waldrop with a walk, and now Noah George, who has walked twice, in his cleanup spot here, will stand in. Nobody out here in the Riverdale 4th. We've already gotten another run across to lead 6-3. Jesus Gonzalez on deck, by the way. Molchan delivers the pitch. Bunted down the first base side, but foul. His first bounce was well into foul territory.
These are insurance runs here now. Coach Messer's going for. Shane Dow, I know, is trying his best to stay here with Molchan, but it is. They still have nobody out.
That is true. I don't see anybody warming up down there, but don't really have a good view Nice bunt right in front of the pitcher's mound, and Molchan off of the bump makes the throw over to first over there to Fowler, Jacob Fowler. But it is going to advance the runners into scoring position. Goodhart to third, Waldrop to second on the sac bunt. And that brings up Mr. Gonzalez here. He's got a hit in this game. He's grounded to short and has the hit, also scored a run. So 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He's got a big RBI opportunity here now with just one away. The first pitch to him. Swung on, popped it up right side. Drifting is Harding and makes the grab late. Runners will hold at second and third. So Harding with a nice circus catch almost out there. Kind of swirled around on him. These fly balls and pop-ups, John, have been kind of interesting today. I don't know. It's not really very windy, but just kind of hold up there. Davis Wilson has doubled and popped to the shortstop. 1 for 2 for him today. He scored a run too. And he's the batter. Takes a curveball on the outside corner at about 62.
That's a slow curve.
It is.
Look like.
So he's ahead of Wilson now. The pitch. Right down the middle, but low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rockvale Rockets and the Riverdale Warriors here tonight. This is game 2 of their 3-game series. They'll be back at Rockvale for game 3 tomorrow night. Blackman leading 4-1, bottom of the 4th over Oakland in game 2 of their 3-game set. Tonight is at Blackman. They'll be back at Oakland tomorrow. Molchan takes a peek at second and third. Now the pitch fouled back.
Jammed him. Just got a piece of it.
And Mike Bartlett thought he was going to get to that ball.
Who?
Bartlett walked out there.
Oh,
like he was going to get to it, but
I thought he was going to make an appearance sometime tonight. But
well, maybe that was it. I don't know if he was just joshing you maybe. Here's a 1-2 on the way. Breaker that didn't break. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count here. Riverdale has runners at second and third. With just one out, trying to get more here, and this pitch way well inside.
I think one of the games we're doing next week is Stewart's Creek and Smyrna softball, I believe, Brian, isn't it?
That's the 29th, I believe.
Okay.
That one would be at Stewart's Creek.
We may be doing Eagleville baseball, maybe.
Right. We talked about that. It kind of depends on the weather and what we can get in. Siegel-Blackman game is one of those. Payoff pitch. Swung on into deep left center field. It's going to drop. 1 run is in, and now 2 runs are in. And sliding into second with a 2 RBI double is Davis Wilson. And it's now 8-3.
Went the other way with it, didn't try to pull it, and hit it in a gap.
So the Warriors have on their hitting shoes tonight. This is the 7th batter of this inning.
Number 2, Jay
9
Insani.
came to the plate in the 3rd, and now Jay Insani, who singled and drove in 2 runs just last inning, is the batter. Now 8-3. You know, another thing I noticed on that game last night, I forgot to put that run on in the 8th on Big G. Happened so quick. Walk-offs and extra innings usually do. Pitch. Here's a well-hit ball into center field. Guidry may have a chance at this one and does. Hit fairly shallow.
Long distance dedication.
That is going to be
Our
it.
request to Winston.
for the inning. Well, the Warriors do strike for 3 runs here in the inning on just 2 hits. There were 2 walks as well, and Davis Wilson was left stranded down there at second. Your new score, Riverdale 8, Rockvale 3. John's going to take you to the house when we come back after this break on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive, where, of course, they've got barbecue and smoked chicken, ribs, but they have other favorites.
Our chicken tenders are delicious. We bread them here ourselves. We have so many different kinds of sides, and our nachos are really good and popular. I love the menu. I could literally eat here every day.
Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue.
We're thankful for the customers. We have a lot of regulars, loyal customers that come in, and when they come in, I already know their order.
Bet you're hungry now. We'll see you at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, Riverdale has an 8-3 lead, and we're going to send things over to John here, top of the 5th, to take us home.
Owen Guidry going to lead off here. Made the last out in that last inning, and swung on foul back. He's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. 8-3, 8-8-1 for Riverdale, 3-5-1 for Rockvale. Last 2 innings have been kind of explosive for Riverdale. 0-2 the count. Green with the pitch. Swung on. There's a fly ball to center. He drops back, now comes in for it, and that's Jones to make the out for the first out of the inning.
John, isn't it interesting that the game that we watched and broadcast last night, totally different than the game we're watching here in broadcasting today?
Yeah, be careful. Don't say it.
No, I'm just saying,
okay.
Yesterday, no runs through.
Oh, yeah.
Had to go to extra innings.
Pitch is down low, ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Here, lots of excitement. Doubles, singles, home runs.
Elijah Littleton, the batter, swung on, foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's walked and scored. Rockville had 3 runs and had a brief lead, 3-2. It didn't last long.
The microphone made it, John. It's tough as nails.
Pitch, strike. That was a pretty off-speed pitch. And the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 5th inning. The pitch inside, almost hit him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lights are on and the sun is gone. Does that rhyme? Light, sun? Yeah, I think it does. 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside, and he goes full now to Littleton. Top of the order, Ty Newton would be next. He's got 2 hits tonight. Let me circle this red and get this red color marking out of my scorecard. It's bugging me.
Aw.
3-2 pitch, swung on, fouled. Oh, there's Bartlett. What an effort. He stuck his hand out. He stuck his arm out.
Oh,
That's
did he?
it. Yeah, he stuck his arm out. He didn't move.
Surprised he saw it.
Pitch. Walked him. So 1 out walk. And I have him for 2 walks in the game.
Shortstop number 1, Ty Newton.
Here's Ty Newton, 2 for 2. He scored a run back in the 3rd.
It's been a very difficult out. In fact, they haven't done it.
Littleton's walked twice in this game. 1 out, a runner at first. Green has not had his best stuff tonight, but he's weathered the storm up to this point. Strike called on the outside corner, and his team has put up 8 runs for him.
I was just going to say, he's had some support, hasn't he?
Spencer Strider made his first start today off the injured list. He pitched well. He was the loser, but throw over, runner back. They're not hitting. Braves are not hitting.
Well, they had 3 home runs last night. They were solo. The game before that they won, they had runners on, but they hit 3 home runs.
Well, right now they've only got 3 guys in the lineup hitting. There's a high fly ball, and Azuna's out.
Yeah.
Deep center field, and camping under it over there is Jones for out number 2. Ball was well struck by Ty Newton. He hit the home run at Oakland the other night. Gave them a brief lead. And here's Sam Harding. Grounded in a 4-6-3 double play and singled and drove in a run. He's 1 for 2. There's a swing and a foul. Fly ball down the left field line. No balls and a strike. Littleton down at first. 2 away. Riverdale leading 8-3, excuse me. The stretch, the pitch. Swung on, lined into right field and a base hit. Over in a hurry is Gonzalez. Holds him to 1 base. And it's a single for Harding, who's now 2 for 3.
Third baseman, number 4, Sam Jones.
Top of the order has done their job tonight.
Here's Sam Jones, single and an RBI for him in the game. And stepping into the plate, Sam Jones. Left-handed batter. Green looks and pitches. Just a little high, 1 ball, no strikes. Now, Green is at 85 pitches. So we'll see how Barry Messer plays this. I'm sorry, 69 pitches. Here's the pitch. High. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was the speed of that last pitch. This one about 85 too. So he's still getting it up there, isn't he?
Yeah, that's not the problem. 2-0, pitching carefully to Jones. Breaking pitch in there, 2-1. If you can get a breaking pitch over or an off-speed pitch behind in the count, that is a huge advantage for the pitcher. 2-1, outside, 3-1. 1 more loads them up. We're in the 5th. Three balls, 1 strike. Green gets the sign from Waldrop. Big deep breath. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Count is full. 3-2. Scheduled games next week, Wednesday and Thursday. We don't really know where we're going to be yet. We'll have that probably tomorrow for you. A lot depends on that weather. I don't trust the weather anymore, or those weather people. 3-2 pitch. Ooh, that looked good, but it was a ball low, and the bases are now loaded, full of rockets.
First baseman, 18, Jacob Fowler.
Third walk by Green. So no place to put Jacob Fowler, who's popped up and grounded to the catcher on a little roller that he picked up and grabbed through to first. Green from the full windup now. Pitch is a strike called inside corner, 0-1. You've got Littleton down at third. There's a swing and a foul. You've got Harding at second and Jones at first. 2 walks and a single. A base hit would make this game very interesting. The pitch, low, outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I feel like I've already done 3 innings here, Brian.
I know.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out.
Think how I felt in the 3rd and 4th.
The wind in the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Gavin Green's 2nd strikeout of the night, and it comes at a big time. They get no runs on 1 hit. There were 2 walks and 3 Rockets left. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Riverdale 8, Rockvale 3 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Celeste. Also, our game tonight brought to you by Ideas Tees in their brand new home over on East MTCS Road across from the school there. Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School. They're right across the street from Ideas Tees.
Molchan in his second inning of work. Rockvale's his job is to hold Riverdale. And it'll be James Jones to lead it off. Center fielder for Riverdale, and the wind of the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Jones has had a sacrifice fly and an RBI, and he's also walked. Pitch is swung on, missed, came up empty, no balls, 2 strikes. 8-3 if you just joined us. Braves a loser today, 3-1. Drake Baldwin did hit his first home run of his career. There's a little scribbler to the catcher, and the throw is going to be in time. Well, it's good to have a left-handed first baseman on that kind of play. And goes 2-3 for the out. One away here for Riverdale. Here's Blake Pollard, struck out and grounded to short.
The Blackman-Oakland game, top of the 5th, still 4-1. Blackman Blaze, but Oakland's got 2 on, and make that bases loaded with 2 outs.
Pollard stands in there, right-handed hitter. The wind by Molchan, and it's blooped into right field, and it is going to be caught for out number 2. That was a nice play by Littleton. I thought I saw a little white showing, but evidently I was wrong. And they're 2 away in the inning. Brings up the top of the order now. And Bryce Messer has had a good night. Walk, a single, score 2 runs. A perfect leadoff hitter. That's what you want to hear, those kind of stats.
You think sometimes those fly balls, it may actually hit the turf before and you not a catch?
Well, we don't have a replay. I guess we could. There's a lot of cameras in this building.
That's true.
The pitch. Swung on, fouled away out of play to Bryce. Bryce is almost like your prototypical leadoff hitter. He's left-handed, good speed, makes a lot of contact. Strike called, and he gets behind in the count. I think he's been behind in the count for every bat, but he's 1 for 2 and a walk. Reached out and grabbed that one, fouled it away just to kind of keep it alive. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Riverdale with an 8-3 lead. Molchan trying to have a perfect inning here. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded to first. Up with it is Fowler. Flips to Molchan, and the inning is over. That goes 3-1 on the putout. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Rockvale, and we go to the 6th. It's Riverdale 8, Rockvale 3 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com. or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Well, Emerson, thanks for bringing us back, and also thanks to good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Now, Ron's office is in Brentwood. He lives in Murfreesboro. He'll talk with you at a coffee shop. He'll get you all squared away. Or you can go visit him in Brentwood. He's a great guy, I tell you that. All of these folks are. So give Ron a call, 615-873-1700. Ron Reeves and State Farm.
Now batting.
Well, we go to the top of the sixth. 2 more innings for Gavin Green, quite possibly. He's at 78 pitches right now. Needs to have some easy innings. And Riley Fowler is going to lead it off. Grounded to second, singled. Swung on, fouled away, out of play, 0-1. Big innings for Riverdale in the second, third, and fourth inning. They had 1 in the second, 4 in the third, and 3 in the fourth. Pitches upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's where we stand here, 8-3 as we're in the sixth. The pitch, swing and a miss. Took something off there. Nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're live from Riverdale High School tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. MTSU plays tomorrow on News Radio WGNS. Here's a swing and a fly ball to the left, shallow, and it is going to be off in Sonny's glove for a single. So a leadoff hit here for Fowler. 6 hits now for Rockvale. Here's Nick Grisafi, grounded to third and hit into a 6-4-3 twin killing. Gavin has had his several runners on tonight. Here's a pitch, line to second. Messers up with it, makes the throw back to first. Try to get him off the bag, but no avail. But there's 1 out in the inning, a line out to second. And that brings up Tylen Green, who is grounded to second and flied out. I have to turn my light on a little bit more, Brian.
Look for number 11,
having a little hard time
Green.
You being smart? I think you are.
No.
Pitch to Green, throw down, and he is back safely, is Fowler.
It is a little harder to see on that darker copy there, isn't it?
Yeah, since I never get the white copy. Almost tried to get at least half of it.
You distributed it.
1 ball, no strikes. High. Okay, next game, which is Wednesday, I'm going to give you the yellow copies and see how you like it.
Okay.
I know what you'll be doing. You'll be tracing it as you go. I know you. Can't handle it. Those fries good?
Not bad.
Why don't you make another batch? That'd be good. You got a big bag in there.
That's what I heard.
Oh, there's a beautiful pitch. Held up, but it was a strike anyway. 2 balls and a strike. We are in the sixth. Green. The pitch. Another pitch in there for a strike, outside corner. And he's come back and evened it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch is Green. 2-2 pitch. Just inside. Green wanted that one. Steps off the mound a little bit, takes a little walk. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's when you can tell that the pitcher's upset, because he'll take that little walk off the mound. 3-2 the count. And the pitch. Runner not going, and strike 3 called to Green. 3rd strikeout.
Now batting center fielder number 2,
Green.
Owen Guidry.
And there's 2 away in the inning. And it brings up Owen Guidry, struck out and flied out. He's 0 for 2.
John, there's 1 softball game tonight, Eagleville and Cascade. I don't have a score on that. And there are just a few baseball games.
Pitches outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Eagleville has had pretty good week in softball, though. They beat Marshall County 16-6.
1-0. And the pitch. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Blackman's had a really good week, too, John. They beat Rockvale 13-2 and beat Riverdale 18-3 yesterday.
Swing and a foul down the third baseline. Who was that again? Sorry.
That's Blackman, 18-3 over Riverdale in softball, and then 13-2 over Rockvale. So
a lot of runs.
Yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. A runner still at first. That's Littleton.
It's 31 runs in 2 games.
Yeah. Pitch is just outside. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's at 94 pitches now on the evening as we are in the 6th.
He'd certainly like to get through this inning, maybe the 6th.
There's the pitch, swung on, fly ball, pretty well hit. This ball is going to be off the wall. It's going to score a run, maybe. The throw to plate is going to be cut off, and now it gets away. And that's going to allow Guidry to go to third. So it's a double and an RBI. And he takes third on the bad throw.
I'm not sure where that was going or if they maybe lost where Fowler was.
Well, I'll be quite honest. I wasn't really sure where the ball was going. Had a little trouble picking it up in the outfield. We're in the musk part of the night.
Yeah. Well, he threw it to first when the runner was already at second, so it makes me think that he thought maybe he was hung up.
Or he missed the cutoff man.
Yeah,
which
that could be
possible.
true. Yeah.
So a runner at third, and Rockvale's picked up a run here on 2 hits in the inning. And Barry Messer is on the way to the mound. He strolls up there to have a conversation.
Well, he is at 95 pitches here, so we know that he doesn't have much longer out there, and I guess the conversation is a lot about, you got enough gas in the tank to get us through this inning, and it doesn't look like he's going to make a change.
8-4 now is the score. A run here in the 6th, 2 out, and the meeting is over, and Coach Messer goes back, and Mike Bartlett of Rockvale goes back. He ran to third.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was a,
a trot.
A little jog.
Yeah.
So here's a big batter coming up for Gavin Green, Elijah Littleton. And the pitch is a strike call. Now, Barry Messer doesn't want this game to get out of hand, so I would say this is the guy he's got to get. The pitch swung on, jammed him, and he's out in front now. No balls, 2 strikes. I believe it's 2 strikes. Yep. Left-handed batter. Excuse me, this is Littleton. I was telling you the wrong guy there. Pitch is outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was Fowler who scored the run. Green winds, and the pitch swung on, popped him up left side. Over comes Wilson, and he's got it in foul territory, and the inning is over. Rockvale gets a run on 2 hits. They leave 1, and we are now through 5.5. Going to the bottom of the 6th, Riverdale 8, Rockvale 4 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game brought to you on WGNS in part by our friends at Sir Pizza. They sponsor our Game and Coaches Show podcast, which you can find at WGNSradio.com. Wherever you listen to audio, you can also find the video podcast there as well. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, Memorial Boulevard. Some good eats at Sir Pizza for sure.
Third inning of work for Molchan. And the first pitch is a ball outside to Liam Goodhart. What a night. A single, stolen base, home run, 2 RBIs, a double, another RBI. He pops this one up right side. And now they called off by the shortstop Newton, who had to go a long way. I think the second baseman lost that ball. And out number 1 here in the 6th. I mean, Newton ran from all the way from the left side of second base to the shallow right field.
Well, that's the first time Goodhart's been retired tonight.
Catcher 5, Gunnar Waltrip.
Here's Gunnar Waltrip. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. The right-handed batter steps in there, and the pitch is drilled into left center field. Waltrip's got at least 1, and he's going to try to make it for 2. He is going to be out. They got the ball in very nicely out there. That was Green, and put a great tag on him at second. So it's a single and a out trying to stretch it. 2 away in the inning.
Shortstop number 3, Noah George.
And here's Noah George with nobody on now and 2 out. Noah has walked twice and hit a sacrifice bunt. Pitch takes it high, 1 ball, no strikes. In fact, that bunt was a big one in that inning as they played the 2 runs on that one. Molchan gets the sign. Now he's ready. And the pitch. Swung on. Here's a well-hit ball into left center field. But it's snagged out there by Newton. That was really nicely done. 2 nice plays by Newton in that inning. No runs. There was a hit. One caught trying to stretch it to a double, and there's nobody left. We're going to the top of the 7th. Last hope for the Rockvale Rockets. They trail 8-4.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee.
At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, we show up and have been for 150 years. Let us show you how we do it. I'm John Dietrich, Senior Vice President, Commercial Lender at the Murfreesboro Gateway office. Let me have the honor of helping you and your family achieve its financial dreams. I am a lifelong resident of this community dedicated to making it better.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game.
Go ahead.
Game brought to you in part by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams in Smyrna, 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That is
Nick Curry.
Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. And you said that's Nate Williams, the new
Nick
pitcher?
Curry.
Nick Curry.
Nick was in that long game last week. So the line is out for Green. Went 6 innings. And this will be the first inning for Curry. Kind of a sidewinder.
Be coming in to close things up then.
7 hits given up by Green, 4 runs, struck out 3. I believe he walked 3. You can double check that for me, Brian. I did that hurriedly.
He did both of those things.
So Curry on to try to hold him here in the 7th. And he's going to be facing Ty Newton
Shortstop
to lead off the Rockvale 7th. 3 more outs to get for Riverdale. Curry winds and pitches. Strike called inside corner. Newton backed out, but it was a strike, 0-1. Left-handed hitter, and he's had a good night, 2 for 3. Run scored. The pitch outside. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, you fried those French fries just in time. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat, and it's 1-2. Stay tuned for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show coming up after the last pitch of this game. We'll have some finals for you, and we'll also do our players of the game. And the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, left field. And Izani comes over, makes the catch for out number 1. 2 more chances here for Rockvale. And here's Sam Harding.
13, Sam Harding.
2 hits today, 2 for 3. He's also hit into a ground ball 4-6-3 double play, and he's driven in a run. He's been a tough out for him tonight. Left-handed batter shakes that bat. Curry gets the sign, the pitch. Ball gets away, no harm done. Nobody on. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Curry with that 3/4 delivery kind of gives you a different look. It's pitch, swung on, fly ball, well hit. But on his horse is Jones and makes the catch easily for out number 2. So it brings up the last hope for Rockvale, and it's going to be Sam Jones, who is singled, drove in a run, and has walked.
Third baseman 4, Sam Jones.
He's 1 for 2. Curry's ready, the pitch. Inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
It's now 5-1, Blackman leading Oakland, bottom of the 5th. And Blackman has 2 on.
Swung on, there's a chopper up the middle. Messer to his right, long throw. Safe. What a great effort by Messer, but it was a speedy runner, and he beats it out. First hit off of Curry, and the inning continues.
Jacob Fowler.
Well, that was some fine defense out there. He gave it his all. Really, John, at most, he had a 10% chance, but he gave himself a much better chance by making that slide. That was a nice job.
I'm telling you, the top of the order has done some damage. There's a shot to short. George lets it play on 1 hop, throw to first in time, and the ball game is over. And Riverdale hangs on to win it by a score of 8-4. The winner was Green. Curry picks up that little save there, and the loser was Vivret. Final score once again, Riverdale 8, Rockvale 4. We'll tell you about their records after we get back. And stay tuned for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Our score once again, Riverdale 8, Rockvale 4 here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carry-out or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back to Riverdale High School. It's time for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett here. Whether it's heating or cooling, Prentice Allsup services all major brands and often provides same-day service. Their team of Rheem Pro professionals is dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable year-round. Call 615-890-1311 or visit PrenticeAllsup.com to schedule your service today. That's Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, trusted comfort on West College Street. Riverdale wins this game 8-4 over Rockvale, and at one time trailed 3-2, but they had runs in the second. They got one run in the second, 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth to put it away, and that was your final in the game. Rockvale now goes to 8-16 on the year, 2-4 in district, 2-9 in district play, and Riverdale 16-14, 5-3 in district play. They're moving up, and I guess they'll play one more game tomorrow. Time for our Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. Dr. Automotive, when you look at the lineup tonight, it stands out. And I think you're going to tell us who they are for Riverdale, first of all.
Well, yeah, and this one especially stands out tonight. Liam Goodhart. John got his 10th homer of the season tonight. He was 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 3 driven in, a single, a double, and a 2-run homer. He was just a triple away from hitting for the cycle, so a really fine night for Liam Goodhart tonight. And for the Rockvale Rockets, we're going to go with the solid senior Ty Newton. Ty on the evening was 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. He did score a run as well, and he made some very fine plays defensively. He was in on 2 double plays. Actually was the tip of the spear on one of those double plays, and just a fine night defensively as well for Ty.
Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. Dr. Automotive is your trusted local shop for top quality auto repair, specializing in both foreign and domestic vehicles. With ASC certified and master mechanics on staff, brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their team are fully equipped to handle all your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. Visit them on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna or online at autorepairsmyrna.com. You look at the lineup card, you can tell about the Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, too. A lot of action in the third and fourth for both teams.
Most definitely, and where it counted, both the third inning, John, the third inning, Riverdale sent 9 to the plate, and that's where they got 4 of their runs, so that was a big inning. And then the fourth inning as well, they batted 7, and, top of the order, it was walk, double and an RBI, walk, run scored, 2 RBI, double by Davis Wilson, who had a really good night tonight. So it was the third inning for sure, and the icing on the cake was the fourth inning for the Warriors.
Riverdale was up 1-0 at the bottom of the second, and then Rockvale put 3 on the board to give them a 3-1 lead, but it was short-lived as Riverdale came roaring back with 4 in that bottom of the third. That's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be complex, so it's smart to get expert help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, as well as financial and bookkeeping services. Give them a call today at 615-890-2233, or you can check out craigstaxservice.com. And if you missed part of the game, head to WGNSSports.com and click on the Sir Pizza Podcast button to listen, watch, or download. You can also check the archives for past games. Don't forget, you can order your favorite pizza online. Visit SirPizzaTN.com for carryout or delivery, and better yet, download their app to start earning rewards points. Find Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Time to take our look at our final stats in this 8-4 Riverdale victory over Rockvale. And Brian's going to, I think you've got them all pretty down pat.
I think we got it here, so let's go. Winners Trophies, JHA Company, Fans Heating and Air, first of all, for the Rockvale Rockets. 2 for 4 today with a run scored on 2 singles by Ty Newton, our player of the game for Rockvale. Sam Harding, 2 for 4 with an RBI. He had 2 singles on the day. Sam Jones, same thing, 2 for 4, an RBI, and 2 singles in the game. Riley Fowler was 2 for 3 with a run scored, a couple of singles there for him. And the only double of the game was Owen Guidry. He doubled and drove in a run. He was 1 for 3. For the pitching staff, Everett went 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, all earned, 6 hits, a strikeout, and 3 walks. And Molchan in his 3 innings, 3 runs, all earned, 3 hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. For the Riverdale Warriors now, Bryce Messer was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk in there. He had a single back in the 3rd inning. Liam Goodhart, we told you about his great night. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 driven in, a single, a double, and a 2-run homer in the first 3 at-bats, 1st, 3rd, and 4th innings. Gunnar Waldrop was 1 for 3 with a run scored, and he also walked, had a single tonight. 0 for 2, but run scored and 2 walks for Noah George. It was Jesus Gonzalez who had a single, 1 for 3. A couple of doubles for Davis Wilson, 2 for 3 with a run scored and 2 driven in. It was Jay Insani with a 1 for 3 night, had a single, also drove in 2 runs. And James Jones was 0 for 2, but did walk and had a sac fly RBI, so he drove in a run as well. For the pitching staff, Mr. Gavin Green went 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, which were all earned, 7 hits, struck out 3, and walked 3 batters. And Curry, in his 1 inning of relief, no runs, and just gave up 1 hit. So John kind of gave you a look at the line. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Riverdale, 4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for the Rockvale Rockets. It was 1-0 after 2 innings, Riverdale up. Then Rockvale took a 3-2 lead, or 3-1 lead. But Riverdale got those runs right back, took the lead with the 4 spot in the 4th, added 3 in the 4th, or that was, 4 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th, and that was enough. 8-4 the final score, Rockvale and Riverdale. Riverdale looking for a sweep tomorrow night, and Rockvale trying to salvage 1 game. They'll play at Rockvale tomorrow evening.
That's going to complete our coverage for, by the way, thank you, Brian.
Yes, sir.
That's going to complete our coverage for this week. We'll be back on Wednesday and Thursday of next week, weather permitting, with some more high school coverage here on News Radio WGNS. And tomorrow it's MTSU baseball, Brian.
That's right. Tomorrow it's 5:45 airtime. Then on Friday it's a 2:45 game. Jackson's got that one, and we'll have some Braves that evening. And then on Saturday, 12:45 airtime. And we'll have them all right here on WGNS.
All right. I want to thank David Limbaugh, first of all, here at Riverdale for all his help. And I don't know if we could do it here without him. And Jackson Smith back at the station doing all the hard work. And, of course, my partner here, Brian Barrett. And this is John Dinkins. Until next time, happy Easter, by the way. So long, everybody.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5. AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.